Today we're going to be joined by special guest Billy West.
Hey, Ren, will you button me? Oh, shut up, you fool!
And comic historian.
Woo, go me!
Welcome to Marvel's Off the Rack. Oh, goodness. Welcome to BS Movie News Live, guys. It's so exciting. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about BS Movie News as always. We've got a few items to talk about. Then we're going to go into my review of Independence Day Resurgence. Now, this episode is sponsored by Gemmer. Gemmer is a social community for collectors. So if you have a bunch of stuff like comic books or like whatever, pop vinyls, like there's like figurines, whatever, on this site, you can go on there, create an account, and then you like upload all these pictures of your favorite stuff and all the things you have, and you can share them with other collectors. You can follow other influencers, you can chat about your collections, and you can also buy and sell on there. So if you're looking for something that you need that you can't really find anywhere else, you may be able to find it on Gemmer. Now, right now, we're doing a deal where we're having a giveaway. So if you want to either win an Apple TV or a Western Digital 2 terabyte hard drive, what you need to do is click the link in the description below. You're going to set up an account with Gemmer, and then you're going to upload at least one thing from your collection. But the more things that you put in there, the more collector deals you get in there, the more entries that you have. So the more you upload, the higher of chance of winning you have. And Gemmer will contact you in about a month and let you know if you're the winner. And if you don't respond within about a week, then they're going to move on to the next person. And you can't post like pictures of like yourself or like your dog or something. It has to be stuff from your collection. So check out Gemmer. It is an awesome new site. They have a great app on iOS and Android. So yeah, thanks so much, Gemmer. Now on to the BS movie news.
You're celebrating.
All right, we're celebrating. We're celebrating. We got through a season of Silicon Valley. We got through a season of Game of Thrones. I wasn't hated on too badly this season. I was hated on a little bit because those Game of Thrones commenters, man, those guys can get really mean. All right, so let's go through this real quickly. We have Will Smith. He admits that Wild Wild West sucked. Let me read you what he said. It's really interesting. So he's...
Finally,
after 10 years or more, however long that was. No, that was more than 10 years ago. Wild Wild West was a while ago. He says, I had had so much success that I started to taste global blood, and my focus shifted from my artistry to winning. I wanted to win and be the biggest movie star, and what happened was there was a lag around Wild Wild West time. I found myself promoting something because I wanted to win versus promoting something because I believed in it. He also added, I consider myself a marketer. My career has been strictly being able to sell my products globally, and it's now in the hands of fans. I have to be in tune with their needs and not trick them into going to see Wild Wild West. Will Smith was essentially saying that, he also added that, like, back then, there wasn't, like, the internet wasn't this huge thing, and, like, everybody wasn't, like, on there finding out movie news, and, like, you could have a movie come out and people not know it's bad until later, but now with the internet, it's like if a movie's bad, like everybody knows it like on the first day it's out. Like, I mean, even sometimes before it comes out, if you have, critics who are putting out their opinions about it and they've seen like a pre-screening and stuff like that. So he's just saying about how you can't trick fans like you used to trick them, and he feels bad that he did trick them for Wild Wild West and that movie sucked.
Do you have sympathy for Will Smith now?
Do I have sympathy for Will Smith? In what?
He's felt bad for 15 years now.
I guess he felt bad about Wild Wild West, but he should feel bad about Wild Wild West. I mean, that was like really bad. Like,
But at this point, he can
yeah, I mean, I'm glad that he's admitting that he's made a mistake and that he shouldn't do stuff like that. So, that's interesting. Although another curious Will Smith thing is, why was Will Smith? I mean, I guess I can tell you now. Let's just move into everything. Will Smith was absent from Independence Day Resurgence, and maybe that's why he was absent from Independence Day Resurgence, because he was like, read the script and was like, this shit sucks. I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to tell my fans to go see it. And he decided to go do Suicide Squad or whatever instead. So maybe that's why. I don't know, because I saw Independence Day, Resurgence is what I should call it, and it was the most soulless filmmaking I've seen in a while. It was so bland. Like, there really wasn't a lot of awesome shit going on. Even Goldblum couldn't save it. And, like, I love Jeff Goldblum. Like, he's, like, on my top 2, like, old man crushes, Well, I loved Independence Day 1. Like, I loved the first one. Okay, I saw it in the fucking theater. I was so stoked to see that movie when I was growing up, because, like, they kept showing the trailer and the White House blowing up, and people had never seen shit like that before, okay? Like, you have to understand the times that I was living in, okay? This was like seeing massive destruction on that scale with, like, CGI stuff and, like, seeing all these monuments blow up. Like, nobody had seen that shit before on that level, okay? It was like this movie in a lowbrow way was making progress in art, okay? And then on top of that, the stars aligned, and, like, for some reason this weird movie just captured lightning in a bottle. It was just so good. You had Jeff Goldblum in his prime, you had Will Smith in his prime, you had Bill Pullman fucking being the coolest fucking president in the world with this fucking I got teary-eyed at a speech. I got teary-eyed when his wife died, all right? Like, I was, like, in that movie, okay? And I watched it last year for Independence Day, and I'll probably put it on again on Monday. I'm going to be watching Independence Day because I really like that movie. But this movie was just, like, it was just so boring. Like, it was so boring. There was nothing going on. Like, the characters were very flat, like, I will say, okay, I'll give Independence Day Resurgence this. I really enjoyed seeing Jeff Goldblum's dad come back, and I like that he was, like, saving the kids and stuff like that, and I wish that him and Jeff Goldblum had hooked up earlier, because they're funny together, and that they actually had something funny to do. And I also thought that Brent Spiner, who plays Lieutenant Commander Data in my favorite show, Star Trek The Next Generation, he was in it. He reprises his role, and he's been in a coma all these years, and he wakes up, and he's got his really long hair, and, he's still in Area 51, and he was having so much fun, because, he's just glad that he's not at a Star Trek convention. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hates that shit so much. He's got on record as saying, like, you get the same questions for, like, 40 years. He's just, like, so bummed,
What do you think helped you land that role?
Yeah, I'm going to be really terse with these Star Trek questions that I've answered for 23 years.
So he was excited to come back and do something that wasn't Star Trek related, and it really showed. And they actually gave him some fun stuff to do that I thought was okay. But yeah, I just felt like this movie was really unnecessary. So what did I think of Independence Day overall? God, I fucking forgot it so fast. I was like, did I even see that movie? Like, it turns into a kaiju. Fuck. Okay, so let me give you a plot download of Independence Day. All right, so in Independence Day, there was a signal that was put out by the alien ship, and it finally reaches the aliens that are further out in space, and so they start coming back because they're like, oh, we're gonna fuck their shit up, and so we've taken their technology, and, like, we have, like, really rad shit. Like, we have flying cars and shit like that, essentially, like bladeless helicopters. Like, we use their technology. Our fucking skyscrapers are crazy. Future guns, laser guns, everyone's getting along. We have a moon base now. We have fucking cannons, like giant fucking cannons, like laser cannons and shit, like all around the fucking Earth, and satellites and all this shit. So they know that the aliens are coming back. And then this ball alien comes back, and everyone's having dreams about this ball thing. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And everyone's drawing this ball thing. I don't know. Bill Pullman's crazy now. That made me kind of sad. And then they shoot at it with their cannon, and they fuck it up. And then Jeff Goldblum's like, "Don't shoot at it. That doesn't look like the bad aliens. That looks like good aliens." And so it's up to Jeff Goldblum and Thor's brother, and they scoop up the ball whatever, and then they get sucked into the gravity of the fucking the China ship.
Keep going.
And then China's exploding. We see a whole Chinese city explode. There's a Chinese fighter pilot girl that was really pretty, but she barely had any lines, but nobody did. Yeah. Oh yeah, so much marketing going on here, like so much like China stuff in there because they're trying to appeal to the Chinese audience. Like they had a Chinese general guy who was telling Thor's brother what to do, and that pretty girl, and then you see the fucking city, the China city being exploded, and then this thing touches down, okay, and it's like huge, touches down in the ocean. Wow. It's huge. It's like has its own gravity. It's so big. It's like really big.
The size of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, it's like the size of the Pacific Ocean or some shit. I don't know. It's fucking big. And they start drilling into the earth. They're going to drill into the earth because they're going to take the earth fire and replenish their ships. And there's this is a mother queen alien in here in this fucking ship. And then, and then they go to Area 51 and Jeff Goldblum is there. And then the Brent Spiner wakes up because the aliens are back. And Bill Pullman goes crazy again. And then they bait her. Oh yeah, they bait her because they find out. Okay, so we wake up the ball. It's a ball thing, and it's an alien, that says that we used to be people, but then we're techno people now. We're just robots, and I'm the last of my kind because the aliens have killed us all. They killed our planet. Which if they're robot people, what does it matter? What do you need a planet for? Whatever. And then, and that she's created a whole planet of other survivors from other places, and they're trying to learn how to kill these aliens, and she's got all this knowledge, and so, but the mother alien can track her. She's tracking her ass. So they do some bait and switch somehow. It doesn't make any sense. And then they lure the queen alien to the other place, and then they put a shield around her. And then somehow the ship explodes. Oh, I can't remember. It's so stupid. And then she pops out of the ship, and she's a kaiju. She's a giant kaiju, and she's got a big gun.
How big is she?
She's like, because she's Cloverfield size. She's fucking Cloverfield. And she's got a big gun, though. It's funny. And she's shooting at the school bus of Jeff Goldblum and children and his dad. And then they're trying to get away. And then Thor and Thor's brother. And then It Follows girls. And then they're pew-pewing at the fucking queen alien. And there's a vortex tornado. And then she's trying to get the ball thing. She gets it. But they kill her right before they get the ball thing. And then at the very end, okay, so they save the day, they kill her, which kills all the other aliens, whatever. And then the other ship leaves to go back, I guess to maybe get reinforcements. I don't know, everyone's celebrating, but it's like, it sucks that thing is leaving, because where's it going? But it gets called back, I guess, to IKEA or wherever it's from. And then, and this is the thing though, it's like, so they set up this thing at the end to where they're going to bring the fight to the aliens now, okay? So, like, this ball thing is going to, like, they're going to team up with this ball creature thing, and they're going to go to that planet, and then they're going to, these primitive humans that kicked ass again, they're going to fuck shit up. And so now we're going to find those fucking aliens, and we're going to fucking kill them in their own backyard. So, yeah, that's Independence Day Resurgence in a nutshell. Is it good bad or just bad? It's just bland bad, Jason. It's just like, it's not fun. It's watchable. Like, you can watch it. Like, it's not, you're not like, it's just boring, it's just flat, it's just like, I don't know why I watch this. Yeah, it's like, it's like the movie equivalent of flax milk. I don't know if you ever tried flax milk, but there is no taste or its flavor or anything. It's just like this white liquid that kind of looks like milk. It's like, this looks like a movie, but it's not really, and it's like flax milk. So on Thursday, if you want to see us maybe get a better set, or an actual set, we don't really have a set for this show, and you want us to expand our operations a little bit, you may have a chance to help us out with that. Rolling out this Thursday. We'll let you know more details as it comes along. Today, we'll be talking to Nathan Barnett.
Whoa.
And later on, we'll be paying a visit to Bill Roseman.
Welcome to the heart and soul of Marvel Games.
Welcome to Marvel's Off the Rack.